The wardrobe malfunction was hilarious.
But did you watch the whole?
I didn't.
Special.
I only watched the. It was so what?
It was so gross. So basically on New Year's Eve, I went to the casino with Tim, Allison, Luke, his girlfriend Sarah, our guest Owen Taylor, and then there was Hannah Claire and Chris, and we were watching the TV. This is the worst special I ever seen. Like,
what was so bad about it?
So it's basically hosted by Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson.
So that was the bad part.
Hey, let me continue. Pete Davidson was her co-host, and it was so bad. Like,
if I was Pete Davidson, I'd just stay home with Kim.
Come
on, dude.
Well, he was getting paid. Okay.
Well, who cares? That dude's got all the money. Just stay home with Kim.
But it was so bad because Carter was there too. But it was so bad because like they were trying to make a joke, and like they made a song. Like Miley was singing, and like Pete Davidson, he was trying to rap, but it was just him talking to you.
He doesn't rap. He's not a rapper.
Well, they were trying to make a song, bud, and like it was so terrible. It was so bad because they were trying to make jokes. Like they made a joke like in the cut scenes where like his backup crew was like picking up a rapper, and they were like, we picked up the guy, and then like the producers like, who's that? And they're like, this is blah blah blah, he's a white rapper. And like Carter and I were like, huh, it's like saying this is a black rock star.
Yep, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, and they were like, no, that's the wrong person.
That's peak Hollywood, though. That's Hollywood in general now.
I know, but like I just didn't like it. It was so bad, and nobody was like watching it.
And so the only reason to even watch would be to see the Miley Cyrus wardrobe malfunction.
Nah, not even that.
Miley Cyrus suffers wardrobe malfunction during New Year's performance. Everybody's definitely looking at me now, the singer quipped as she had to rush off stage to change after the top came undone. Miley Cyrus, in this article is from The Hollywood Reporter, Miley Cyrus has had to quickly shift gears after enduring a wardrobe malfunction during her New Year's Eve performance.
That's not even the top.
After ringing in the New Year, the co-host with co-host Pete Davidson on her NBC New Year's Eve special, Miley Cyrus's New Year's Eve party, Miley Cyrus began performing her hits "We Can't Stop" and "Party in the USA." "Party in the USA" is clearly the inferior song. "Party in the CIA" by Weird Al Yankovic is clearly the far superior song.
I don't know. That's not even considered a top. I have something to say after Brett finished reading.
Okay. However, after the singer's top came undone, Cyrus quickly turned around and had to walk off stage to change her attire. Cyrus could be briefly shown holding her top as she sang before walking backstage as her band and backup singers carried on with the performance. The singer quickly returned from wearing a blazer she had worn in a previous performance earlier in the night. You'd think they'd have backup clothing.
They do. They do, but it's Miley Cyrus.
So she's like, between this and the Robin Thicke thing at the Grammys or whatever it was, she's kind of becoming famous for her over-the-top performance, scandals. I guess it's not a scandal. It's not like anything happened, but I thought it was interesting because it does show that they have to be professional. So imagine like when we do this here and we're just doing a podcast, like I like anything goes wrong. Like earlier, I'm like looking for an article and I'm like, why isn't it on my screen? And you have to like learn how to like roll with the punches and be able to talk about it while looking for stuff. So to be able to kind of handle that well it speaks to her professionalism in a way, and the lack of like you kind of have to have a certain lack of you have to be very, very open to be a performer like that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Could you do that?
Me?
Yeah, could you do that?
Well, I don't wear tops that don't look like tops.
It's true. It looks more like a torn piece of clothing from
she found it from the trash can.
Like it was like it was a piece of cloth on this, like it was like a dystopian nightmare end of the world movie, and this was on the ground and she picked it up. No,
okay, so let me pick up what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
So when Carter and I were watching this at the casino, basically there was like an upcoming singer, and his name is 24 Karat Gold, right? I don't know who it is. Like he came out, and like all of us who were sitting at the table, so before Tim and Allison came up, it was just me, myself and I. It was just me, Carter, Hannah Claire, and Chris, and like we saw the singer and we're like, who's that? And like we were like,
we don't. The guy who sings that song Mood.
Maybe. But we're like, who's that? And then Carter was like so bored. He's like, this song is really boring. And then we're looking at
Carter's the music guy, so he would know.
Yeah, and Carter was like looking at his outfit. He's like, I don't know what's happening with his outfit. It's like, it's a tux, but it's distressed because it's like all strips.
Carter is also a fashion guy, so he would know.
Yeah, he used to be a model, and then like there's diamonds on it, and he's like, it looked like he grabbed it from the trash can. And was like,
maybe he did.
He was like, oh, this is a nice tux. It looks distressed. Let me put diamonds and make it look fancy.
Fantastic. Well, the distressed look is still in.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's why I brought it up, because it looks like she just grabbed a top from the ground.
Pay twice as much to look homeless.
You can do it for free.
You can do it for much cheaper.
Yeah. You want grass stains on your pants? You know, grass stained pants, like on your jeans, they're over $200. If you buy them, you can do that for free in the park.
Wait, I could if anybody wants to send me their jeans to wear and get grass stains on, I will do that for you for half the price. I'll do it for $100, not $200. But you gotta pay shipping.
You gotta pay shipping and also pay more for Brett taxes.
Yep, the Brett tax.
The Brett tax. So if Brett sweats on your pants, that's an extra $25.
Like I am Belle Delphine with bathwater, only sweat on. Oh God, this has gone too far. This has gone way too far.
Or if you want to rip your pants open, Brett can also do that for. Well, they're usually like $600 if you get like a really good name brand pants. So we can do that at half the price. So $300.
We got a new business model coming.
Brett ripping your pants apart.
Perfect.
That's what it's called.
I can do that.
Let Brett rip you apart. I mean, your pants. I meant your pants.
Some days I don't understand what's going on.
No, when I mean you, I mean your pants.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Got it?
Dude, we're so boomer.
We're awful. People are just like, why am I listening to this crap?
Jessica's like going to spam us later. She's like, what is this?
Yep, we love it. Later on in the show, Davidson poked fun at the moment, said, I heard we may have had a little boob slip. So in solidarity, here's my boobies, he said, before raising his shirt. There you go. Very good. Thank you, Pete Davidson. You're fantastic. When kicking off the show, which was also live streamed on Peacock for like the 2 people in the world who have Peacock.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have like literally every streaming service here. I don't think we have Peacock, and I don't think we have Paramount Plus.
We don't have Paramount. Yeah, we don't, because I was checking all the subscriptions that we have. I really want Peacock because I want to see Bel Air.
Wonder if we could. I will not be watching Bel Air.
Come on, I think they can do it. I think you're judging it way too quickly, because like the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air, they had like good episodes where like it was really serious.
I know.
I think they could do it. Do not.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Having to create anything that has to find somebody who's taking the place of Will Smith, you're already on a very, very long road ahead of you. Mm-hmm. Will Smith is a once in a lifetime charismatic talent. Like, there are very few actors who have, like, remember we recently did a video talking about, there've been all these articles about the Will Smith versus Denzel Washington debate. Yeah. And I laughed and said, as if that's a choice, it's Denzel Washington. But the more we talked about it, I actually came to respect Will Smith even more, because I hadn't really, I just picked Denzel off the top of my head because I know Denzel is a fantastic actor. I hadn't even given Will Smith the credit he deserved until after we discussed it. So finding someone to perform in the role that made Will Smith the superstar that he is a very, very long uphill battle. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying they've got very big shoes to fill. Mm-hmm. Is all I'm saying, even without the tonal shift in the property. So. Has nothing to do with Miley Cyrus's top coming off and boobies on New Year's, but
nobody asked for boobies for New Year's, unless like that's your New Year's resolution.
She's lying about that. That's absolutely not true. I guarantee you plenty of people have asked for boobies for New Year's. Why are we having this discussion?
But it's funny. I made a wish.
We're ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's our thing. We're ridiculous.
This is our dynamic, and people don't realize this. Like last night when we were watching Cobra Kai, this was us the whole time.
People don't realize that basically we're doing exactly what we do at work. We're just doing it on camera.
We're doing it on camera, but funnier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. I'd say some of our funnier moments are off camera, but you can't. It's standards and practices, political correctness. What we can't share, what we don't share, can't hurt us. That's
true. Like the lava lamp, where I was looking at because I was looking at it and I was reading the sentence again where it said boobies.
You are absolutely who you are, Miracle.
Dude, you remember the wristbands that said "I heart boobies"?
No, I don't, and you can stop saying that.
Wait, well, I'm bringing it up because it's relevant, because it was pop culture.
She's like, I've been waiting for this forever. I've been wanting to talk about those wristbands for years.
Exactly, and now I'm grown.
One of the funniest things, we were at a vintage, like an antique store out here in this area. There's really good antique stores and they're like bazaars, right? Like there's different booths and everything. And so you're at this like old school booth, like there's Civil War memorabilia, there's stuff from 1950s TV shows, there's all these great things. And then I see a guy walking around with like gray sweatpants that says "I love hot moms."
No.
Everybody else is like in their 60s and 70s, and there's just a guy in his 20s wearing shorts or sweatpants that say "I love hot moms."
Jesus,
I love being out here.
Same. You get a different demographic.
Yes,
but basically. Let me continue about these wristbands. So they were really popular when I was...
We're sorry. By the way, guys, I'm sorry that this has nothing to do with Miley Cyrus's
No, it does.
Originally, I was going to talk about how far our cultural shift has gone when you compare this to like Janet Jackson and her wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake, and I was going to make a bunch of good points about how culture has shifted. Is it a good thing for us? Is it a bad thing for us? We're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to talk about weird wristbands that say boobies that Miracle likes.
No, they're called I Heart Boobies. Everybody remembers this like in junior high and high school. Basically, like and they also had shirts too, but we weren't allowed to wear shirts that said boobies because it was bad. It was
I'm not saying that word anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
Booby trap. But basically what happened was we weren't allowed to wear like shirts that said boobies or anything that was like profanity, because that was school rules and dress code violations. But basically the wristbands was okay because nobody's like looking at your wrist.
Nobody's looking at your wrist.
But then the whole thing, why I wanted to bring it up, because it was such a pop culture thing that everybody was buying them, and I wanted one. But then the news report came out and they're like, these are all banned in every school district. Do not wear these.
That's very sad.
Don't let your children wear them. And then like basically my friends like who had them, all the guys who had them, they flipped it inside out.
Ooh, very clever. Very clever.
Yeah, and the only reason why I brought up boobies because the quote where it says, "In solidarity, here's my boobies." Sorry.
Can we stop saying that word now?
It's gonna be in my brain until we play laser tag.
I'm not playing laser tag. At the end of the show, Cyrus said, "Tonight's show is all about being flexible and rolling with the punches and making the best out of an even worse out of the worst circumstances. And that resilience shouldn't end here. Let's bring that into the New Year's with us." I wonder if somebody wrote that for her. That's actually pretty well phrased. Good job.
No, I feel like she's well spoken. I just don't like her.
You're kind of nuts, but you're not Demi Lovato nuts, and that's an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah, because Demi thinks saying alien is racist.
Yes. Well, she also thinks that you can sing to the ghost of women who have died in the past to help them deal with sexism, because she's... I'm more cynical now. I don't even think that she's nuts. I'm like, what product are you about to start selling that you need ridiculous headlines to start marketing?
She tried to cancel the word fat-free and cancel all fat-free
that
products.
Was what turned a lot of people against her. It just made her look like a hound who wanted to like ruin small businesses rather than somebody who's actually out to help people.
Well, also, like, what if you're diabetic?
Yep. What about it?
Dude, you're gonna ruin diabetics' lives.
So if we have to choose between Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato,
Miley's better.
We'll take I mean, I'd prefer to choose neither. I would rather take Hilary Duff.
But Hilary Duff is not here, but she's also gonna be in...
But she's less nuts.
She's less nuts, but she's gonna be in a new show that's called How I Met Your Father, and I'm not excited because the whole plot line is like she's doing the same thing where she's explaining to her kids how she met their father, in like in the beginning and summary it says I've been struggling looking through all of these apps. Like, these dating apps are not helping me, like, look for a man. These are terrible. I don't know what to do.
Bad apps.
Oh, is that a real app?
I don't think so. Maybe.
But basically, like, that's the whole synopsis. Like, she's tired of online dating.
It's too bad.
She's tired of online dating. She wants to enjoy her life in the city.
I don't blame her. So basically, it's Demi, Miley, Hillary Duff. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.